first take my salam. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our presentation. This is Shammi Akhtar. My ID is 19MKT037. Today I am here to present our research on e-commerce adoption in the consumer market. E-commerce means buying and selling products or services online. Imagine when you order food on Foodpanda or shop for clothes on Daraz, that's e-commerce. In Bangladesh, e-commerce is growing fast, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic when more people starting using online platforms. If you have bought something online, you are part of a huge community worldwide. Actually, e-commerce has become a big part of our lives that offering convenience and saving time. Now move on to research background and problem statement. E-commerce is rapidly growing in Bangladesh. With a smartphone and internet connection, you can buy almost anything from anywhere. But in Bangladesh, only a part of the population uses e-commerce regularly. But why? Because many people face issues like trust, payment security, and delivery services. Our research focuses on identifying this problem and finding solutions to help e-commerce grow even faster. Now let's talk about how information technology helps e-commerce. Actually, technology is the backbone of e-commerce. Information technology has made online shopping safe and simple through mobile apps, digital payment system, and faster delivery services. For example, Daraz uses IT to give us real-time delivery update and helping build trust. Actually, technology is essential not only for providing better services but also building trust between consumers and businesses. That's all about my presentation. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. This Aminul Samrapi ID 19MKT006. Now I am talking about on objective of this study. In this studies, the main goal is to develop a model for an e-commerce adoption in Bangladesh using UTAUT Framework, while considering local factor. The key objectives are to explore the current state of e-commerce adoption and its growth types in Bangladesh. And second one, to analyze how UTAUT construct like performance expectancy and effort expectancy related to e-commerce adoption intention. Next one, to enhance the UTAUT model by adding factor like trust, perceived risks, and cultural influence. Next objective are to evaluate the impact of this factor on consumer intention and actual use of e-commerce. The next objective are to offer insight for policymaker and business as to improve e-commerce adoption. Now going to next slide. Now I am talking about the research question. Let's consider the research questioning guiding this study. The overarching question explores the factor influencing e-commerce guidance in Bangladesh consumer market. To address this, we posed the following question. First one, what are the key drivers of consumer intention to adopt e-commerce? Next one, how to UT construct affect consumers behavior toward e-commerce? And next one, what role to trust, perceived risks, and cultural dimension play in influencing adoption e-commerce? And next question is, what is the relationship between behavior intention and actual use of e-commerce platform? Now going to next slide. Next slide, we discuss the significance of the research. Let me now explain the significance of this research and why it's matter. First, the study enhances the UTAUT framework by including trust, risks, and cultural factor, making the model more suitable for Bangladesh unique context. Second, its advanced knowledge by explaining the interaction between technology adoption and Bangladesh social economics and cultural landscape. These insights are particularly valuable for developing economics like ours. And third one, it's provide policy and strategic guidance. And fourth one, it's the research supports e-commerce investments by understanding consumer behavior. Business can optimize their strategies and investment in digital tool and platform. Finally, this study helps in the driving buyer-centric innovation, encouraging business to develop user-friendly and culturally relevant e-commerce solution. This will ensure wider adoption among consumer in Bangladesh. In short, this research is a stepping stone towards making e-commerce more accessible, trustworthy, and effective in Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Salam. My ID name is 195034. Today I am discuss about remarkable organization of research theoretical background. First of all, organization of research, the field of e-commerce adoption in the consumer market of Bangladesh can be organized into several key areas. First of all, market overview, consumer behavior, barriers to adoption, technological infrastructure, e-commerce platform, and future purpose. So first of all, market overview, understanding the current state of e-commerce in Bangladesh, including key statistics on internet penetration, smartphone users, and the demographic profile of online consumer. And secondly, consumer behavior, analyzing the factors influencing Bangladesh consumer adoption of e-commerce, like convenience, price sensitivity, trust in online platform, and preferred payment method. Barriers to adoption, identifying challenges like inadequate infrastructure, payment security, expansion, logistic issue, and low digital literacy that affect the speed e-commerce use. Technological infrastructure, examining of the role internet connectivity, mobile network expansion, and digital payment system in facilitating or handling e-commerce growth. E-commerce platform, evaluating the major players in the Bangladesh e-commerce landscape such as Daraz, Chaldal, and local marketplace platform. And finally, a future purpose. Discussing emerging trends such as the role of social commerce, mobile commerce, and integration of artificial intelligence and data analytics to personalize shopping experience. And secondly, theoretical framework e-commerce adoption in Bangladesh is shaped by several theoretical framework theories, including technology acceptance model. This model suggests that two primary factors, perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use, influence the adoption of new technology. And secondly, a unified theory of acceptance and use of technology. This model focus on factors like performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitating condition. And thirdly, diffusion of innovation theory. This theory describe how innovation are adopted in a society, emphasizing factors like relatives advantage, compatibility, compatibility, reliability, and observability. And fourthly, trust and risk perception. Trust in a critical determinant for e-commerce adoption in Bangladesh, where concern over data security, product authenticity, and transaction reliability influence consumer behavior. And lastly, consumer behavior theory. Cultural, social, and economic factor influence consumer preference in Bangladesh. Consumer behavior is. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Adnan Malik, ID 19MKT028. Here I'm going to discuss about the topics of understanding e-commerce adoption in consumer market. Uh, Here I'm going to discuss about the literature review of that topic. Literature review is a comprehensive, systematic, and critical examination of existing research, scholarly articles, and books and other sources that are relevant to a specific topic. There are several points. The first point is theoretical foundation. This section provides a conceptual basis for understanding e-commerce adoption in consumer market. Relevance theory include technology acceptance model (TAM) and diffusion and innovation theory (DOI). TAM explain how practical, easy to use, and the usefulness of uh, drive e-commerce adoption of e-commerce. DOI emphasize the role of innovators, early adopters, and societal norms in driving e-commerce adoption. The second point is empirical evidence. Empirical evidence explain empirical evidence studies demonstrate the factors influencing e-commerce adoption, such as convenience, trust, and others. Convenience means easy of access and time savings. Trust means reliability of payment system and security. Strength and limitation. Strength means broad applicability of theoretical models across diverse demographics. Limitations. Limitations, over reliance of developed market for empirical data may not fully captured by dynamics in developing regions. My next part is research gap. What is research gap? Research gap refers to an area within a field of study where there is lacking of sufficient research, evidence, or understanding. It identifies unanswered questions, explore topic in existing studies. There are some points. The first point is unaddressed issue. Um, the first one is digital divide. Limited focus on the impact of technological infrastructure in rural region. The second point is behavioral aspects. Insufficient exploration of cultural and psychological factor influence the e-commerce adoption. The next point is relevance of the gap. Uh, Here are also some points. The first point is addressing market inequality. Research research of unaddressed population can improve inclusivity and expand market reach. The next point is adapting to innovation, explaining the impact of emerging technologies can help businesses stay competitive and innovative. The next point is potential contribution. Here are also some points. The first point is academic impact, expanding the theoretical framework by integrating less explored variable like cultural, behavioral, and emerging technology. The second point is practical application, informing business on strategies to improve adoption in untapped market and demographics. That's all my points. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I am starting my video presentation. The theme of this research is e-commerce adoption in the consumer market of Bangladesh, and UTAUT perspective has been selected based on the growing significance of e-commerce in shaping consumers' behavior in the potential for developing sustainable technology-driven solution for economic growth in Bangladesh. A research paradigm represents the philosophical framework that guides the research processes by establishing foundational beliefs about the nature of reality, knowledge, and methodology. The study employed a mixed method research approach incorporating an exploratory and comprehensive quantitative survey, descriptive research which involves survey and fact-finding inquiries of various kinds was used to analyze the e-commerce adoption in the consumer market of Bangladesh through the lens of UTAUT framework. Sampling. The target population for the study comprised Bangladeshi consumers actively engaged in e-commerce activities. Respondents including online shoppers, government and private sector employees, and students from university and other residents in different regions of Bangladesh, using a convenience sampling technique to ensure accessibility and practical feasibility. In addition to in-person data collection, the study utilized online survey methods via Google Forms to broaden the reach and capture diverse consumer insights. The measurement scale have three types. First is nominal scale. The nominal scale was used to in part of a questionnaire to collect demographic data including age, profession, education, income, gender, marital status, and residential zone. Additionally, the scale was employed to gather general information about respondents' online behavior, providing categorical insights to relevant to e-commerce adoption. Then the second is ordinal scale. An ordinal scale with a 6-point Likert scale was utilized to measure variables influencing the adoption of e-commerce in the Bangladesh consumer market. This scale captured respondents' levels of agreement or disagreement with statements related to factors such as performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitating conditions. The response options ranged from 6 strongly agree to 1 strongly disagree. This scale has also used to assess behavioral intention and actual users behavior of e-commerce platforms. And the third one, interval scale. The interval scale was applied to classify respondents' ages and income levels as part of the demographic section. Additionally, it was used to measure differences in variables influencing e-commerce adoption, enabling a nuanced understanding of the target population's characteristics and preferences. The questionnaire for this study was structured and standardized, adhering to best practices for data collection in survey researches. This method ensures that each respondent is presented with the same set of questions, promoting efficiency and consistency in gathering responses from a large sample for quantitative analysis. A 68 item survey questions was developed to achieve the research objectives. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Abdul Rahim, my IT 19 MQT 018. Today, my presentation topic is data collection. Data collection refers to the systematic process of gathering information or data from various sources. There are different types of data collection methods. So I will discuss two types of data collection methods. There are primary data collection methods and then secondary data collection methods. Primary data collection methods involves of their involves are many ways. So I will discuss. There are number one, surveys and questionnaires. Surveys and questionnaires is the one kinds of primary data collection methods. There are very popular in the our country. And then interviews is in depth conversation with participant to gather insight.
Number three, experiment. Experiments is the data collection through controlled experiment in scientific or social setting. Number four, observation. Observation is the one kinds of primary data collection methods. Observation is information gathered by directly observing subject. Secondly, I will discuss secondary data. Secondary data refers to the data that was collected by someone else for a different purpose but is being used by a research or analysis. It is typically gathered from existing sources such as government publication. Government publication involve reports, census data, economic surveys, and so on. Number two, research studies. Research studies research studies the one kinds of secondary data collection methods. Research studies involve academic articles, market research report, and industry studies. And then databases is the publicly available or purchased data set such as from online repositories, libraries, or research institutions. Number four, media involve news articles, blogs, and other content created by journalists or analytics. Number five, company records. Company records is the financial reports, sales data, etc. And last one, books and articles. Books and articles is the one kinds of secondary data collection method. Is a very popular in the our country. All about my presentation topics. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I was thank to our honorable course teacher, Muhammad Rahat Tuhin sir, for such arranging a beautiful presentations about our course, which is Research Data Analysis Lab and Seminar. Now, I would like to share about the respondent background of a research topic that consists of e-commerce adoption in consumer market of Bangladesh. My topic is a respondent background, and I share about the origin, the geographic distribution of respondent. We collect data from all over the Bangladesh, and the Bangladesh consists of 8 divisions such as Dhaka, Rajshahi, Mymensingh, Chittagong, Rangpur, Khulna, Sylhet, Borishal, etc. And we collect data from the several types of peoples, and the respondents' level of education, they are highly qualified, which level they are in, SSC or HSC or undergraduation or post-graduation and others. And the respondent have some profession, they are student or employed, government employed or private employee, etc. Now we move on the next slide. The next slide about the income and gender distribution. The income level of the respondent, they have consist of 0 to 10,000 taka, and the another one is 10,001 to 20,000, and the next one is 20,001 taka to 30,000, and the next one is 30,101 taka and the 40,000 taka, and etc. And the gender
we have two types of gender, the female and masculine, female and male. The next one is the topic about the e-commerce uses duration, the time of using e-commerce. Some respondents are less than 1 year or 1 to 3 years and more over the 3 years, and the frequency of the respondent they are using. Someone is daily using, and someone is weekly, and someone is monthly, frequently, occasionally, etc. And the next topic is the IT uses in the e-commerce, the common transaction, electronic product, event tickets, goods and services, and the frequency of the uses, rarely, occasionally, and regularly. And the last one is the social media users and the internet presence. They have or they don't have the YouTube, visited YouTube or not, and the Twitter account using or not, and the Facebook is using or not. And the last one is the Gmail account. They have Gmail account or not. And this is all my topic. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for watching such beautiful session. Thank you for patience. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. This is Aisha Akhtar. My ID number is 19MKT065. Now I would like to talk about the factors that involve in e-commerce adoption. UTAUT stands for the Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology to analyze e-commerce adoption in the consumer market of Bangladesh through the UTAUT lines. The following concept and factors considered that our previous member already present. Now I would like to define those factors. First of all, performance acceptancy. Performance acceptancy is the extent to which utilizing technology or system will give tangible benefits to their performance, like enhance convenience, save times, improve purchasing decision. The second one, effort expectancy. Effort expectancy describes how it is easy to use the technology or technology. It refers to easy of using e-commerce platform, focusing on user interface, language option, and also the mobile friendliness. The third one, social influence. Social influence refers to the impact of family, friends, social media on e-commerce adoption. Fourth one, facilitating condition. Facilitating conditions refers to the infrastructure supporting e-commerce like reliable internet, logistics, payment system, etc. Perceived risks. Consumer, perceived risks embodies unfavorable outcomes from the online transaction, product quality, and also privacy. The six, behavioral intention. Behavioral intention bridges the perception like performance expectancy and the actual use. In Bangladesh, trust building campaign and targeted advertisement may influence behavioral intention positively. 7. Trialability. Trialability refers to the extent to which consumers can experiment with a technology or service before committing to its full use, that minimize the consumer risks. Website design. Website design refers to the layout, usability, and visual appeal of e-commerce platform. Website design is vital in shaping first impression and ensuring usability. Consumer resources. Consumer resources represent the assets and capabilities make informed purchasing decision in e-commerce platform. There are some consumer resources like financial resources, cognitive resources, and technologies resources. The financial resources may be smartphone, computer, and the cognitive resources may be skill, knowledge, and the technological resources may be stable internet and reliability of electricity. The last one, actual use behavior, refers to the consumer's real world use of e-commerce platform for purchasing. This is the final or ultimate indicator. Factors such as ease of navigation, seamless checkout, and reliability of delivery heavily influence actual use in the Bangladesh market. That's all of myself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. At first, thanks to my Rahatan sir for giving me a chance to say something. My name is MD Fazlur Rabbi. My ID number is 19FKT14. Now I am going to describe this topic is the structure of result and analysis of our research. Now I am going to describe the first step. The first step is the structure of result and analysis our research. First step is the mean and standard deviation. What does it mean? Mean refers to the central tendency of our information in the research, and another part is the standard deviation. Standard deviation refers to the ensure the variability of this research that included this part of the standard deviation. Now I am going to another part is the describe is measurement model assessment. Measurement model assessment evaluates the reliability and the validity of the measurement model of our research. Now I am going to briefly describe the measurement model and assessment. Measurement model assessment, our research is the evaluate to the reliability in our title of the research. Clear? That is the measurement model and assessment. Now I am going to another describe this part is the structural model. Structural model, this section examines the relationship between the constructed and within the study base and the hypothesis, that theoretical framework of our research. Theoretical framework is this research is the theoretical part which is this not included is the numerical number, and this hypothesis is this refers to the certain number included, and this the indicator reliability. This the another structural model of our research. Now I am going to briefly describe the indicator of reliability. Indicator reliability is this our research of the examines individual items, and consistency measure the associate and constructed. This structural model is this characteristic and or the factors or always the above to the 0.7. This the research, and this result is the indicator reliability of our research. Now I am going to the another discuss this part is the internal consistency reliability. Internal consistency reliability of our research.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Tanvir Hossain. My ID name is 19MKT011. At first, I would like to thank you, my honorable course teacher Rahat sir, for giving me such opportunity to present here and say something about the most demandable topic in the modern e-commerce in transforming consumer market. As you know that consumer are the king of any market, and we are talking about this consumer, and now I will explain about the e-commerce transforming consumers market. There are several types of consumer market that can easily reach by attracting in and engaging their role. At first, global risk, and global risk, that means connecting buyers and sellers worldwide by using internet and mobile phone or any kind of electronic device. We can easily access our potential consumer to sell our product or services. It is the very easiest way by the e-commerce platform to uh, reach out and sell their valuable product. Then convenience, shopping from the comfort of home. The consumers want to purchase their product in the easiest way and a very limited time. They want to search different types product category, product range, segmentation, and any other measurement that can fulfill their demand. It is the easiest way for online. They can search their product or services. Then in the next step, variety, the unpredictable access to drives product. There are lots of product range in the product category. They can choose their best on and purchase in the lot. Then is a competition. There are lots of product in the their product category. Lower price due to increased competition. When there are lots of marketer in the market, the price will be reduced by competition. Moving to the next slide. Application in the e-commerce. There are several types of application as we seen in the slide. Growth of internet user, the global internet use, key drivers of internet growth, logistic constraints. Global internet uses means that lots of people are using internet. In Bangladesh, 15% of people using mobile phone, and they are getting the fully access of internet. By this support, they can reach the available marketplace to search their potential product or services. And then there are main drivers of their motivation to satisfy and purchase their reasonable and affordable product. Then logistic constraints and the security system, infrastructure, human resource are lack of, so they need to train and build a proper relationship to connect the authentic uh, people to reach the product for their using. Then there are lots of benefits. As we know, the benefits convenience of online shopping, and the online shopping is the best way for the consumers. They can easily access the product to stay in their home. And when they are going to in a random shopping market, they need to waste their time and other problems. But when in the online shopping, they can purchase their product by click and payment the online version. Then drivers of product range. There are different types of product range in the marketplace. They can choose their product which one is best for suite. In the next part, competitive pricing. When it is lots of product range and lots of marketer in the market, the product will be automatically reduced and it will be reasonable. Then the having lots of benefits, there are lots of challenges also. Now I want to describe the challenges of first of all, there are main challenges of trust issue. The payment gateway, the payment system, and the logistic constraints. The people cannot trust easily in the random online version. The payment system can be fraud or something wrong due to a technical problem or any other mistake. Then logistic constraints, proper manpower or lack of infrastructure can happen a problem that can face challenges of the e-commerce system. Then I want to mention some popular e-commerce platform in Bangladesh. Daraz, and this is the most biggest online e-commerce platform in Bangladesh. Their product range in uh, every kind of product they are selling in their marketplace. Then Chaldal, this is the basically um, uh, grocery buyer based marketplace, and this is basically conducting their business in urban area. Then eValley was the uh, established platform e-commerce, but they are uh, facing many problems due to their administrative or uh, lack of satisfied customer. Then in the next slide, key hypothesis in the study. Effect of trust in e-commerce, and then the role of perceived ease of use in consumer decision, and the impact of service quality on consumer satisfaction. And in the factor and 4 and 9, relationship between perceived usefulness and purchase intention, and influence of marketing strategies on consumer behavior, effect of payment option on consumer preferences, role of consumer support and their after sales service, and the social influence on consumer adoption. These all are the key hypotheses that can influence the productivity and the profitability of this business, but due to some unavoidable circumstances or any other disruption can happen, the inflation or decrease the productivity. So marketers have to focus their customer satisfaction at first, then try to make profit in the next slide. Implication of the studies for and there are different types of implication as we can see in the online based e-commerce marketplace for business for policymaker, and at first we want to describe in the business perspective strategies for enhancing trust and service quality. The marketer have to enhance their product quality and authenticity. Besides loyalty is the main criteria to build up relationship and building trust to engage their customer for selling more. Then focused marketing to leverage use and usefulness. Marketers need to leverage the use and usefulness of their marketing tricks and product equipment. Then lots of policymakers need to implement in the study improve digital payment infrastructure. The payment system is very poor due to some unavoidable problem. The payment system can disturb when the technical problem arises or any other mistaken. Then enhance cybersecurity measure for e-commerce platform. There are security problems or data personal data can be um, explored in some problem that can a major issues for the customer or consumer. So marketer need to focus their trust and their authenticity, and at last empowering through informed decision making. And the policymaker have to clear about their safeguarding or and their consciousness about the product or service and the customer that they want to explore in their hidden part. This is mainly my part, and I would like to call my next presenter. Thank you so much. That's all about my part.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Md. Arfatuzzaman, ID 19MKT027. First of all, I would like to thank our honorable coach teacher Rahat Twin sir to give such opportunity where we present our video presentation. So let's move on our presentation. I will discuss three topics. Those are the limitation of the study and the future research directors and the conclusion. First one's the limitation of the study. There are 3 points include. First one is the narrow scope UTAUT factors. The research primarily focus on a limited set of key factors with the UTAUT frameworks, overlooking critical elements like trust, risks, and digital literacy. This aspect significantly influence online shopping adopting but were not part of the study. The second one is exclusion of the culture influence. The study did not consider the culture norms or societal attitudes specific to the Bangladesh. These unique influences could play a critical role in shaping consumer behavior, and their exclusions leaves an important gap in understanding e-commerce adoption in this context. The next one is short study period and sampling bias. Conducting over just 1 year, the study lacked the shape of the scope to the observe long-term behavioral trends. Furthermore, the reliance on convenience sampling raised concerns about the representativeness, as it may not capture but broader Bangladeshi population perspective. My next topic is the future research direction. The first one is in this topic. The first point is incorporating additional factors. Future studies should integrate variables such as trust, security concern, and demographic dimension like age, gender, and income. This addition would provide a more comprehensive understanding of the diverse factors influencing e-commerce adoption. The next one is longevity studies. Extending research over a longer period could help identify changes in the consumer behavior over the time. This would distinguish between the initial intention to use e-commerce sustained adoption, offering deeper insight into consumer trends. The last one is the diverse sampling and religion comparison. Future research should include random sampling method and compare consumer behavior across different religions, such as urban versus rural areas. Such approaches would enhance the representativeness and depth of the finders. The next topic is the conclusion. In the conclusion, the study offers valuable insight into the e-commerce adoption in Bangladesh through the lens of the UTAUT framework. Despite its limitations, it provides a robust framework for analyzing